Alrighty then, we are live. Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube and Ranger Nation? It's your boy, Thomas, aka RangerRiderReviews _YT. Welcome back to another Power Rangers live stream. As you guys can tell by the name of today's stream, today we're going to be doing our Power Rangers Has Repulsed Power Rangers Power Week fan stream, which is a fan Thursday stream, not fan first, but they used to do that a while back ago. But before we get into today's stream, if you guys are new to my channel, please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell with all notifications on to never miss out on another video in the multiverse of Power Rangers every single week. So we did get some reveals from Togo Topics on Instagram. His username is LightningFigPR, and he revealed and showed us two new figures. The Rizzard. It's a lizard type of monster from Mighty Morphin, and our first look at the Time Force Blue Ranger with his cycle. They decided not to do Time Force Green, so they swapped Time Force Green out with Time Force Blue. But let's get into it, because I'm excited to see some Dino Fury news and Lightning Collection reveals. But let's get into it. And the audio rights, well, all the rights belongs and goes to Hasbro. That would be, because I know most people get copyrighted, but but like I said, I am really hoping to see some Dino Fury toy line reveals that have been in stock at different stores and online stores lately. So this should be fun. Has PulseCon 20... Wait, what did I say about PulseCon? Oh. Streaming September 30th and October 1st. Hasbro PulseCon 2022. Ooh. So we might get some more Power Rangers news at that time. Oh, so this is still just... Oh, so they didn't start talking about stuff yet, but to any of you guys that are joining my stream, hello and welcome to my Power Rangers Fan Thursday live stream. I've done one a while back ago here on my channel. Yeah, like I said before a few times already, I am really excited to see some Dino Fury reveals and news. I hope they at least talk about the 30th season and 30th anniversary on Sunday, which will be during Power Morphicon, which I'm excited for. And yeah, it still says the live stream will begin soon, but I do want to show off. I think it's beginning. I'm not sure. Let me pause this for a second. No, let me pause that for a second. So, if you guys remembered in my previous video or review that I did of the Psycho Resoldier set that comes with the Morpher and the sword, I found I actually have 3 Resol Changers. This is the Japanese Resol Changer, and I have 2 Korean Resol Changers, or Dinosaur Changers. This is my White Ranger one, because I painted the button silver, the visor white, painted the dinosaur part silver, and I painted the eye red. And then my third Resol Changer, which is also the Korean version, is my custom Purple Ranger Void Knight one. So yes, like I said, this is the Resol Changer. Well, like I said, I have 2 Korean Resol Changers. This one, which is my Void Knight Purple Ranger Morpher, my White Ranger Morpher, and this Morpher. I really hope it started. Okay, so we'll only have this like 3 minutes, and then their stream will start. But first off, let me do... Well, I've got plenty of time to do my favorite morph sequence. Resol Change! Knight of Valor. Resoul Red. Also, if any of you guys have not seen my review of the Resoul Kin and Changer set, or the Resoldier Psycho set that comes with both the Morpher and Sword, feel free to head on over to my channel to check it out after this stream. Live stream will begin soon, in a minute and 40 seconds. Finally, we have a little countdown thing. If that's the case, then I might as well just... let's see who's in the chat, if I recognize some of my favorite YouTubers. Fan club. And stuff too. One thing that I really do hope they talk about is the face-off pack and the Void King and Diamond Remote Gold figure. I hope they talk about those for the stream. But hey, what's up, Travis? I still find this sound quite funny. And we've got like a minute left. So, like I said, I really hope we see some more Down Fury figure reveals. Because on Entertainment Earth, they now have the Downmaster Gold figure, the Void King figure, and that. So, like I said, I hope they reveal and talk about those, including the new Lord Zed and Blue Ranger face-off pack, which comes with a Blue Ranger figure in the Terror Freeze armor, but with the fixed helmet, just like what they did in the Amazon exclusive 5-pack, which I'm super excited. But what I'm really more excited about is that I mentioned this in one of my videos a while back ago about a Morpher, or a gold Morpher for the Down Fury line, which will actually be coming soon in the toy line later this fall, according to that leak and reveal from Amazon Mexico. So if they talk about this in today's stream, then I'll definitely plan on buying it. And I hope it's just a Morpher, not a Nerf blaster. Let's turn the volume up. And like I said, audio rights goes to Hasbro for their fan Thursday. See, now we're going to be kicking it off with some Lightning Collection reveals and news. Ow.
And we're also going to talk about awesome Power Rangers licensed merchandise. And then we're going to end it off with Dino Fury.
Hey.
You know we have an awesome thing to show you. So,
ooh, awesome thing. Yeah, I feel like they're going to show us the trailer, even though that's already been out on YouTube for a while. So pretty much they're just recapping what they revealed so far in the past couple days or weeks, such as Down Thunder Yellow, Mighty Morphin Black, and Lost Galaxy Green.
Recently, on Monday, we just kicked off Dino Thunder Yellow Akira.
And then plug in my computer.
That is an amazing Wave 12. And guess what? We know that we've already shown you while we're through that. In celebration of I Love Power Rangers. You know, we really love reading what you guys fans for Ranger Nation have said about I Love Power Rangers. Thank you so much, Adam, for really kicking off that hashtag. So we just wanted to share a little bit from ourselves of why we actually love Power Rangers and why it's special to us. Yeah.
Where do we even begin with that?
I don't even know.
I might as well.
Yeah. So for why I love Power Rangers. So for me, I mean, I actually started watching this show back in the day when it was currently on air. I was a very young child, let's say. And to me, it just totally resonated with me because, you know, like, and I always kind of felt like an outcast a little bit, and that show kind of really connected with me. Like, I love the storyline of Billy. He was always my favorite Ranger. And then, of course, for me, like, Trini was so special. She was such an awesome Ranger. She was, like, the best ever Asian superhero.
Yeah, right?
And, like, it was awesome really seeing that as a young kid.
Super important.
Yeah.
And then, not to mention, as important and awesome as representation is, way back in the 90s, amazing Megazords and Morphers and weapons from Power Rangers history have always been something that stuck with me. In fact, my very first school photo of me in kindergarten is actually of me in a Power Rangers t-shirt. And I had to tell my mom that was photo day, so I just put on my favorite t-shirt, showed up to school, and was like, I'm a Power Rangers kid. So, suffice to say, Power Rangers was a pretty big part of my childhood. And
Turns out they're going to be talking about Down Fury stuff at the end.
So again, we love what we're seeing on social in terms of I love Power Rangers. So keep on actually sharing your stories of why you love Power Rangers. So in celebration of I love Power Rangers, we announced Wild Force Blue Max. So we just wanted to have a closer look of the product.
So, Wild Force Blue Max, I think this is actually the first look that we're seeing on his amazing portrait. Big shout out to Corey and Loretta and the rest of the team for putting together another awesome edition.
So I want to point out Wild Force Blue was leaked a while back ago from Power Rangers and Hasbro on their Twitter when they mentioned shifting into high gears. And now most people who are on YouTube are starting to get their hands on it and do reviews of them, of Wild Force Blue, which I definitely am concerned about that.
He is actually a shark-themed ranger. I feel like that's a pretty uncommon theme amongst Power Rangers and Super Sentai. So whenever you see it, it's always fun to notice how they decide to pull it off. In this case, I feel like the mouth coming around the helmet and then the teeth kind of forming around the eyes is pretty iconic. But I also love how it's expressed through his fighting because they look super awesome and like classic Power Rangers.
Yeah, that is going to be available tomorrow in celebration of Power Morphicon. Pre-orders are going to be available at 1 p.m. at Hasbro Pulse, Walmart, Target, and other stores near you. So that is actually a culmination of all of Wave 12. So we have an awesome image to show you with our entire wave.
I hope they talk about Wave 13 for Down Charged Blue, Beast Morphers Yellow, Down Fury Green, and Wild Force Monster. I'm hoping to see that.
By Jared from our brand creative team, and I love the way that it looks.
It's amazing.
Oh, that's cool what they
I
did.
can't believe that it's actually an entirely digital render. That's what makes it just extra wow factor, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we love what fans are doing this month in celebration of Power Week. We've seen that fans, Ranger Liz, on Twitter has actually created a month-long calendar celebrating a lot of different things each day. And we would love to really participate in that calendar. So earlier this week on Instagram, we announced that we were celebrating Monday with Dino Charge Blue. And we're actually going to be showing
Dino Charge Blue.
The Paint Master of
Let's
Oda.
go.
Check him out in all his dino charging glory. A really big
Oh, that looks sick.
Oda
With his
as a
effect piece,
character, and I think
his head
face
sculpt looks amazing.
amazing.
Oh, I think I'm definitely gonna get that when it hits retailers like next year or whenever.
And that's going to be pre-ordered later this year. And next, we're in celebration of tomorrow, we are celebrating Beast Morphers. So we just wanted to announce for the very first time that we're going to be
Let's
coming
go!
with
Beast Morphers
Ranger
Yellow.
Zoe.
Ooh, the
We're
figure
super
looks
excited
nice
about
itself.
that. These will be both pre-ordered later this year.
Thank you, I need to pause this for a second.
Talk about some
Thank you, Hasbro and Hasbro Pulse for... I've been waiting for this moment to hear about Wave 13. And shout out of the day goes to the freaking Hasbro themselves for doing an amazing job with the Lightning Collection, Down of Fury, and Beast Morphers Twilight. They've done an outstanding job for everything they've done. So all the credit and shout out goes to them.
Deluxe figures.
Deluxe
Really
time.
excited.
Deluxe
Talk
figure
about.
time.
But first off, we have MMPR Snizzard.
Snizzer, that's what his name was.
Into the line. From the set, originally voiced by Bryan Cranston himself. Now,
Wow, really?
yes, moved on to very, very amazing
No way,
things
Bryan
since
Cranston?
then. But I'm sure we like to think of Power Rangers as giving him a great start in the voice acting field. But onto the figure itself, what is really what was really challenging about capturing Snizzard in toy form, in plastic form, was his design's pretty out there for a Sentai monster. You know, his legs are basically piles of snakes, and then his arms are also snakes. He is a snake made of snakes. I guess he's also part lizard because his name is Snizzard. I think
The figure
Loretta,
itself
again,
looks okay,
did an amazing
but I don't really plan on
making
buying
this
it,
really
in my opinion.
far out design into plastic form. So a couple things we want to call out about the figure itself. One, the tail does have a wire in it, so it's a little flexible, so you can kind of pose it out in all sorts of snizzardy ways.
Well, that's cool.
Another cool thing is actually his jaw, which I think we had a photo of the product on screen just a second ago, but doesn't exactly showcase how cleverly engineered and designed the double hinged jaw is, because he can open it up quite large, and of course now I got it stuck on, there we go. He can open it up to an enormous and terrifying degree, and he's got these little muddy snakes inside. Hey, what's up, Rangers? Happy Power Week.
I forgot what episode that monster appeared in Mighty Morphin.
You got a freestanding snake that's a little bit coiled up, so you can drape it around his body menacingly, or wrap up a ranger in it, get them all tangled up. Got his snake lasso and a sick, very unique blast effect part that goes onto his crown. So I think this is an absolute slam dunk of a figure, and I can't wait to see what fans think. The whole team is watching and wants to know how you feel.
Yeah, I love seeing more monsters in the line. Like, Snizzard is so iconic, so I love it.
Oh yeah, he's out there. What else we got for...
Show some Time Force.
In addition to Snizzard, we have Time Force Blue.
Called it.
Time Force, which
Kind of.
is Vector Cycle.
That's what the cycle is called, the Vector
I'm
Cycle.
a pretty big fan of the general aesthetic of Time Force. I think that working in the clock motif across pretty much every aspect of design is always just like, oh, you love to see it. A+, amazing job, Sentai design team. And I think the team here, it was super excited to bring some true vehicles to the Lightning Collection Deluxe line. I think before this, we had, the Galaxy Glider with another Blue Ranger, TJ, and then we had the Unicycle, thank you, the Omega Ranger Unicycle, both technically vehicles or modes of transport, yes, for Rangers, but this is the first two-wheeled motorcycle, and I feel like Power Rangers and Super Sentai have a history of awesome bike designs. So, bringing this to Deluxe is a great way to celebrate all of that. So, of course, I'm going to focus on the bike because I think that's the newest and has the most new and interesting things going on with it. So
Cool, Leo.
Got these removable cannons on the
Oh, that's
side.
cool. So the cannons, you can
Can
actually...
spin and rotate a little bit. There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like that's a very heavy loadout for for a Vector Cycle. It's like, I'm going to load up these giant blasters on my bike. Another cool thing, it does have a kickstand. Goes that way, goes forward, so to keep the balance. And also, something that's really cool about the Vector Cycles has kind of been like the front windshield piece, which the team has done a translucent dark, I guess you could call it dark blue or dark gray. It's pretty smoky colored, but still has a nice blue tint to it. What's cool about the translucent plastic is that it lets you see the gauges, which are decoed on the handlebars, which can rotate the tire as well.
Oh, that's sick.
Just like a real bike. Also, I'm just noticing the wheels are nice and rubbery, so from one fan to the Power Rangers design and development team, nice job. And of course, we have the figure, Time Force Blue figure himself, Lucas. Let's get a quick close-up on his portrait, which I think came out great. Corey and Loretta and the team did an amazing job. Again, I feel like the recent portraits, I think we've had a nice string of really nice-looking portraits, and Lucas is no different. I think they captured a pretty nice likeness there. But in addition to the civilian portrait, he comes with his Chrono Sabers and Chrono Blaster, the standard armaments of
Someone
Time
in the
Force team.
chat of their stream
And so
said,
Inside
And
the
new
stomach,
Omega's
you'll
for
have
season 2
everything
done
you
free.
need to
I wish.
kick butt in time.
Well, thank you, Jordan. So MMPR Snizzard and Time Force Blue Lucas are going to be available for pre-order today at 1 p.m. on Hospital Pulse, Walmart, Target, and other stores near you.
Huh.
But Lightning Collection is not just action figures, is it? Dan?
It is not. Today, we are actually
Really?
going to be announcing the MMPR Yellow Ranger Morpher. Yeah, this is so exciting. Jordan, tell us more.
So it's a continuation of the movie-style Morpher line. I believe it was last year that we had MMPR Pink. This time around for games.
I was afraid this was gonna happen.
Yellow. Again, with the kind of updated color-specific movie design. This Morpher does feature sound effects based off of Aisha, because it is from the movie, and I think just like that. Yeah. So it has Aisha's specific centric voice line.
That's cool, the little
Matches
translucent
aesthetic,
plate
has
and the
amazing
Morpher.
glow, and also includes the display stand and these multiple kind of cardboard milk cap style coin medallions for you to display in the base if you don't want to display the other 4 power coins along with it. So when is this available?
Yeah, so this is going to be available for pre-orders later today, exclusively at GameStop. It's going to be available at 1 p.m.
Nice. Oh, we've got so many pre-orders for everyone today. That's exciting.
I know, we do. We're really excited about all of it. And you know what? Up next, we're going to actually hand this off to Jarrett and Loretta to talk a little bit more about our Street Fighter reveals from earlier this
I need to pause for a second. Why a yellow power morpher? I understand they're trying to do the same thing what they did with the So if you guys remembered what Bandai did back in the day, they did like their Ranger morphers to make it movie accurate. But now Hasbro's doing a yellow power morpher in the Lightning Collection. This was one thing that I specifically did not want to see in the Lightning Collection was a yellow, red, blue, or black morpher. And what are they doing? They are literally doing it. But when you think about it, I think the only reason why they wanted to do this was to make it dedicated or inspired by the 1995 Power Rangers film, because their morphers were literally the colors, like the belt buckle parts were painted the Ranger colors. Same thing like with the plate parts, kind of like with the Bandai Legacy morphers of the movie morphers. And do I plan on getting the yellow power morpher? Absolutely not. It looks okay. I kind of sort of like it, kind of sort of don't, but it could have had a better paint job type of font to it.
week.
Can't wait to hear more.
Thanks, Pam and Jordan. And hey there, Rangers. It's Loretta here. It's been a really long time since I've got to talk to you. So today I'm very excited to be with Jarrett.
Yeah, hi Loretta. Hi everybody. I'm super excited to talk to you guys about our newest collaboration. It's
Street Fighters.
Right, Loretta?
It's a knockout, yes. These are the original Battle for the Grid and Legacy Wars collab that we had with Street Fighter. So we had some amazing assets to work with.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I was actually really hoping for this to happen in the Lightning Collection for Street Fighters, and we finally
So bringing
see them in the Lightning Collection.
to life was so much fun because I knew they were gonna always turn out. They were pretty awesome. But check it out. We got some articulation in this guy's headband, which is great. He's got his iconic boxing gloves. The
figure
really
does
great.
look
He
amazing
also
and
comes
great.
with his iconic blast effects. We did we really tried to bring to life all of the iconic things from the video games traditionally and our own. So you'll see we have all those morphed versions come to life. They do come for the first time ever with this stand, which you can pose the figures on. That
Oh,
they
that's
don't
cool.
really need it, but it is some extra stability in case we ever do, as well as this awesome peggable blast effect pieces. He also comes with his Hadouken blast. which we
Hadouken.
molded these in a matte finish this time, which is also new for us. But you get this really beautiful translucency, and you see the extra depth in the plastic, so you get kind of like a color
That's
gradient
nice.
blended into it, which looks really great. He comes, of course, with his signature hurricane kick, which also fits on
That is
his
really nice of the
fist
figure.
as well. So it's a little interchangeable.
Like the shield part
And
is somewhat similar to
that's
previous
but we have
ones to
another
Mighty
to
Morphin
show
figures.
you. We have Chun-Li, who is
she
the
looks
North
awesome.
Blazing Phoenix.
Blazing Phoenix. Yeah, I love this figure. Something about it's super unique, and I love all the elements they brought into this character, which it's still like pretty rangery, but there's so many just traditional elements that I love. We did a lot of custom sculpting for her. We even included.
I like the
new
paint
legs,
design.
which
Well,
you may
not
or
the
may not
well,
notice,
not just
but they
the
are
design that I
a
like,
bit
but I
more
also love the
mature. We
paint
really
detail
wanted to
they
bring
added
the
onto
form factor
the
of
Chun-Li
video game
or
into our
the Blazing
product
Phoenix Ranger.
to blend the character a little bit more and be more iconic. So that is a new.
Those figures are
more
so
muscular
dope
leg
and
that
sick.
we're using. She also has her specific boots, and she just looks really incredible. Again, we spent a lot of time on the blast effects. We wanted something that really spoke to the essence of the game and
Oh, that's a cool
this
effect
morphed
piece
version.
for the
So
figure.
what was really important was those bird elements, and we wanted to bring those blast effects of the birds that fly through their opponent. And suddenly we have this beautiful phoenix. You can see there's actually like feathers coming off of it. And then there is kind of a mushroom blast, which that becomes the bird.
Well, those are some cool effect pieces.
And then, of course, it would not be Chun-Li unless you had her signature lightning kick blast, which this thing is a beast. Like, look how cool it is.
That's.
I definitely plan on getting those figures when they hit retailers.
Intense, large blast effects we've ever done, right?
Yeah, and I really love just the motion of it. I mean, it brings to life that I think it's called like the 100 kick when it's translated, but it's a very iconic movement, and this just has so much of that movement in the molded piece, which I love. So that was really great to bring to life. Why don't you tell us what it was like working on packaging and co-branding these two amazing iconic brands together?
Sure thing, Loretta. So you know that recently we've gone plastic free with the Lightning Collection, and with that we had to create sort of a evolution of the branding that we did in last year's collaboration for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Rangers. So what we did was we elevated it for this year. There's a cool co-brand.
Now they're just showing off the packaging for the figures and stuff.
Onyx Street Fighter V poses. Full photography.
One of the iconic poses in these characters. That way, like whether you recognize them in this morph form or not, you still know that is the character. But when you look at this photography, I mean, it's incredible. The first time I saw it, I didn't even know that was like real photography. I actually thought you sent me something from the video game or a rendering. Like, it was just too beautiful, too juicy. Like the colors are just so like they pop. They look like a video game. Like I could not believe how beautifully it was posed. It was exactly what I was envisioning, like this beautiful versus interactive display.
That's definitely what we were going for. That sort of like back and forth battling poses. We really wanted to bring that out in this character photography. And we were lucky enough to have the actual level art from Capcom that we could use as the background. So
I'm very glad now we don't have to contain our excitement and we can talk to everybody about this pretty openly. So I'm glad you got to see these first two characters. All right, so if you guys are as excited as we are about these new collab characters, don't forget to pre-order today on Hasbro, Pulse, and other fan retailers.
let's throw it over to Sam, who's talking to Ryan about Boom Comics.
Now some more
Awesome.
comic
Can't wait to
news.
hear about that. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Loretta and Jarrett. I am Sam, and
Turn the
I'm
volume
a
down a
writer
bit.
on Power Rangers. That means I do a lot of writing for toys and some internet stuff, but I don't get to write the comics. That is in the capable hands of Ryan Parrott, who's the comic book writer of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, who's with us today to talk Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 100, the end of his run on the line and a big milestone issue.
Well, that's a nice
Pleasure to be on.
cover.
let me do this because I said, please let me do this. So it's really cool to be here.
Good. That's a good persuasive argument.
Yeah, I nailed it, I think. So yeah, Power Rangers 100. I mean, it's been kind of a wild ride. You know, how does it feel to have 100, which is this huge milestone, be your last issue?
Honestly, it's a little surreal. I remember after I wrote the first issue, I remember thinking, man, I really hope they let me do one more of these. Especially after taking over for people like Kyle and Marguerite, and I was just like, wow, like. But then they let me do 2 a month, and here we are 5 years later. It's crazy. It's amazing to be a part of something, you know, because these don't happen very often. Getting to 100 issues, so it's an honor to be able to grow something that I kind of grew up on.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, Power Rangers just has that legacy that we all love so much, and you've really added to that legacy. It's been awesome to journey with you on that.
Mega Rangers are.
Thank you.
So, speaking of journeys, yeah, what can you tell us about the Charge to 100? What can you tell us about, like, all of the culmination of events from Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers in this issue in September?
Without spoiling too much, because I'm bad at that, you know, I just sort of give people some background. Yeah, a little bit, background. So after Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 55, we split the book into 2 series. One sort of follows the Power Rangers on Earth, led by Tommy, the White Ranger, and the other sort of follows Jason and Trini and Zach as they became the Omega Rangers instead of going to the Peace Conference. Spoiler, that's the first one. Our first major arc was with the Altarian War, which sort of pitted both the Ranger teams and Zordon against his own people. And sort of told some origin stories of some major characters. But our last arc which has brought Andros, the Red Ranger from Power Rangers in Space. It details sort of the fall of KO-35 and the rise of a new threat, Death Ranger. For me, it's a pretty personal story. It has the Rangers face, you know, birth and loss, and also expands the mythology in some pretty cool ways. And it also culminates in sort of an epic showdown in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 100. So, but I guarantee that the Rangers will not come out on the other side the same.
Amazing artwork for the comics.
Yeah,
I have to give the credit to
I
them.
just want to say on a personal note, I am a non-binary person, and having the Death Ranger be just non-binary is awesome. So it's just so great to see that in this like brand and story that I love. So thank you, I guess, on behalf of myself as a person, but maybe the other non-binary fans out there.
Well, I should give credit to Paul, for Paul, who's writing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Power Rangers Unlimited. That was mostly his. I want to give him credit for credit is due. We worked on the story together, but it was his idea to make them non-binary. So I'm very happy. That was a great idea.
Yeah, it's really cool. So pass my thanks on to Paul then.
Will do.
Awesome. So speaking of working with other people, like, you know, how incredible is it to have all of these amazing artists and work with you on this big issue? You know, how did that work along with your story? You know, what was it like to work with so many different folks just for this one big story?
The new evil Death Ranger?
Reunion. I don't know if we have those anymore, but I'm assuming it would feel like a high school reunion.
It's a very bad
something
looking
that my
character.
editor
I'm not
really early.
saying that's
Let's bring
a
back
terrible character
all of the people that you
in the
worked
comics,
with. And I was
but
like, all of them? Just,
the
well,
art
back
for the
in
Death
days
Ranger
we can,
is really
because, you know, they're all
sick
very
and
busy and successful.
dope.
But when we went to them, like almost everybody we went to was like, absolutely, I'd love to come back and be part of the story. So that was great. It was very sort of satisfying and cool. But Daphne is a little bit of a stickler for sort of justifying artistic changes. So we actually had to work out sort of a story device that sort of allowed. But thankfully, you know, comic books actually work really well in that way. So I think it actually works perfectly for the comic book. So when the reader sees it, I think you'll understand what we were going for. And it's a really fun sort of, I don't want to say trip down memory lane because that sounds less terrifying than it actually is, but a nice little refresher for greatest hits. We'll just call it greatest hits.
Greatest hits. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, there's something kind of cool about the medium of comics that lets you do all sorts of storytelling you couldn't necessarily do in another way.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I could talk about how awesome comic books are today. Like just in the
Same.
sense
To any of you guys that are joining, welcome
yeah,
to my
like,
Power
it's
Rangers
like, it's the-
Fan
it's
Thursday
like the
stream.
obvious reason, which is like, you know, they have the endless budget, or the fact that none of your characters ever age unless you want them to, which is awesome. But I think, look, just to say, like, I'm going to get on my soapbox for 2 seconds, but, like, the thing that I love about comics as in general is that they're timeless, you know? If you look back at sort of, like, superhero characters, like, they've had thousands of stories about them with hundreds of writers making work, and it's all additive. You know, like they've evolved and changed with the time, and if we're lucky, you know, like these same characters will be around for our kids to you know, to evolve and change and fall in love with. And there's no other medium that does it, because in every other version the actors get older, or you know people don't like the fact that the original artist or the original writer or the original artist didn't do it. But in comics, it's actually sort of like it's praised, and I think that's the best thing about it.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. I'm going to take my soapbox before they hook me out of here for talking just about general comics. But, you know, like I kind of walk into my living room at home and look at my bookshelves, and it's just like it takes you right back, and you can feel that feeling all over again. It's really awesome.
Absolutely. I love rereading books again, because you'll like, I think what's cool also is you can read them at different times in your life, and you read them when you were a kid, and you get one version, and you read them again, and you're like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even. Anyways, we could do this all day.
Yeah, sorry, everybody who's in charge of me. But so back to Power Rangers specifically. You know, in your time writing on Power Rangers, have you had any characters, stories, particular like story beats or moments that have really stood out to you that you're really proud of getting to work on?
Oh man, it's like picking your favorite kid. I can do that. I can pick my favorite kid. I think yeah, exactly. In a small way, I think my favorite stuff was sort of the flashbacks that we got to do in Go-Go. You know, we got to reveal sort of Jason's past as a bully, or like Billy and Skull sort of early friendship, and then we got to do sort of the origins of like Rita's minions, and I think that was really fun to be able to sort of provide depth and context for characters like that who don't get a lot of attention. Bigger stuff, you know, like Ranger Slayer behind me, and the Turtle Rangers, and then the thing that I think I'm actually the most proudest of, it was Zed's origin story that I was able to sort of do, because like I was really scared. I was like, man, the fans are not gonna like this, but weirdly enough, I actually think that the vast majority, at least the ones that talked to me, seemed to be really pleased by it. So that was scary, because as a, you know, thinking back to my 13-year-old self, like realizing I'm giving the origin to a character that I loved when I was a kid, it's very scary.
Yeah, I actually saw a conversation you were having on Twitter about Jason's backstory and sort of like good people doing bad things, and I think that kind of depth that you can get into in your stories is so great, and it brings such a richness to these characters.
Well, thank you. I think that story in particular was really fun for me, because I actually got to sit down and think about like why would Jason, why do people get into martial arts, and why does it become such a formative part of their lives? And it was interesting to sort of think about the idea of somebody who saw a negative part of their personality find a way to channel it into a positive. And I think that's something we can all sort of relate with, like finding parts of ourselves that we don't love or we think are limiting, and figuring out, and then the goal is all of it is to find a way to make that into something that makes our people's lives better. And I thought that actually is, as you know, some people could look at that and go, oh no, you're making Jason flawed, or you know, like a bad person. But I was like, no, I think all of us deal with our own little insecurities and issues, and if you can make those your own and make people better with it, that's better. And I think that was something that was really fun.
Yeah, and it really came across, and I think, like I said, adding that kind of, you know, like it humanizes these characters, and because we all do make mistakes, but we can all learn and become better people for it. And you know, Jason's one of the best people, right? So I think you know, that story is a good way to show that.
Agreed.
Okay, again, I could get into story for 800 years, but I know every copy of Power Rangers 100, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 100, is going to come with a super cool trading card and an exclusive Vanmora print, which I'm super excited about. If you had a trading card of you, a Ryan trading card, would you be a Ranger or villain? What's your Ranger color? What's your Ranger power? What would your card say?
Oh man, I would love to be a Ranger, but I guarantee you I would be like one of the sidelines. It'd be like Bulk and Skull and Parrot. Like that's what that would be. You know, like on the back of those trading cards, I have like the little grids that have like the strength and endurance and speed. Those would all be like 1s, and then arrogance would be like an 8, and then that would be in the back of my trading card.
That's great. I mean, I think it's, you know, you gotta be honest with it. We all want to be Rangers, but let's be realistic, right? And I think I'd probably be a sidekick myself. So.
Me too.
So, you know, this has been a great chat. I've loved the soapboxing of comics. I've loved talking about Power Rangers. You know, I've been reading the comics since the beginning, and it's been a great run with you. So, any last words for fans and readers who, like myself, have really enjoyed the stories that you've been telling and the time we've gotten to spend with you and your version of Power Rangers over the last 5 years?
Wow. It sounds cheesy, but like just a big thank you. Like with COVID starting to slow down and stuff, I had a chance to actually go to some cons this year, and I've had people that come up to me who tell me that they read the comics with their kids, and some of them told me that it sort of reignited their love for the franchise, and they've gone back and rewatched the shows. And I even had a few people reach out to me after there was one of the Rangers family members passes in one of the issues, and I tried to deal with it in a very realistic and very sort of hopefully understanding way. And I've had people tell me that reading that issue helped them sort of articulate some of their own feelings, and I think that's like the greatest thing you can ever hope for. I'm very, very lucky to be a part of this franchise, and I think the thing that I'm super excited about now is I get to sort of be like one of the fans. I get to step away from this, and I get to hand it off to smarter, better people than myself, and they get to take the story and run with it, and I just get to read it and go back to being what I was when I was a kid. So to all the fans who like the run and have really enjoyed me on it, I mean, I was really scared coming on, and it's been an absolutely maybe the best thing that I've ever been a part of. So thank you.
Yeah, and thank you, Ryan. I mean, like I said, it's been an awesome run, and seeing what you've done with these characters that have been a part of our lives for so long, it's been really good. So I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, and it was awesome to meet you, and I hope we get to chat again someday.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right, have a great day, and now I believe I'm going to kick it back to Pam and Jordan for some more Power Rig fun times.
Thanks, Sam and Ryan. Whew. I love these masks, Jordan, from Funko Pop. They are so much fun, and I think they look amazing in them.
Whew, that was exhilarating.
So exhilarating. So we have actually some additional Power Rangers merchandise that we'd love to talk about during this segment. There are also these really cool
Club
Mochi pillows. And honestly, like, these are so cute and so much fun. They're so squishy, and I absolutely love them.
Yeah,
They look okay, I guess.
These plush cannot be overstated. Perfect for a pillow. Perfect to cuddle while you watch Power Rangers. Perfect to sit on your Power Rangers stuff as part of your collection to admire.
And they come in 2 separate sizes. And last, we also wanted to talk about this Jada vehicle. So this actually comes in 2 separate sizes. So we have this 1/32 scale, and then we also have a 1/24 scale of the Pink Ranger with the Toyota. That's one concept. So this thing is, tell us more about it, Jordan.
Well, it is made of die cast.
Oh, that's
has
nice.
Opening doors, raising and lowering spoiler, which is pretty cool, and has a very nice rolling feel to it. Gosh, look at that roll. It's like butter.
Ooh, what are the wheels?
They feel a little bit rubbery, so they got a bit of a grip to them. And it looks great out of the box, in the box, and is a great supplement to your Pink Ranger sub-collection shelf.
It's actually available in stores near you, so definitely check it out online. I think that's really all we have for the
That was
Power
so
Rangers
much
merchandise.
stuff.
I know, right? But that's not all. We actually have some news too about our awesome Power Rangers Legacy War games. So we're actually really excited. to
Legacy
announce
War
that
news.
Tomorrow, they're going to be releasing the character Zato on the app. So Zato will be joining the Power Rangers Legacy Wars team tomorrow. And if you're not familiar with the Power Rangers Legacy Wars, it's really a more phenomenal mobile game where you can really unlock Rangers and villains across the Morphin Grid and really battle with other players in real time. So make sure to download Legacy Wars on iOS
No
or Android
frickin'
today.
way.
Play Zato tomorrow because it's gonna be great.
We are, not only that we now have Izzy, aka the Dr. Green Ranger in Legacy Wars, but now we're going to be seeing Zato, my favorite Dr. Red Ranger in Legacy Wars tomorrow, which I am excited. I was actually hoping for him to be in Legacy Wars, and he actually is. Thank you, Hasbro.
So, excited about our announcement on Monday that the second half of the season is going to be available on Netflix later this fall. So we actually have a sneak peek of a minute clip of episode 14 just for you.
Wait,
So this is rap.
they're showing a sneak peek of episode 14. Like I said, all audio rights goes to Hasbro and stuff. This should be good. I need to turn the volume up for this.
Episode 14 just for you.
So this is Ravcon. It certainly smells alien.
You sure that's not Hobby's new cologne? Oh, he goes heavy.
It's his signature scent.
Over here. I haven't found it this time. Finally! It only took you 6 hours. Hang on. This is just junk. Well, maybe if you told us what we're looking for. The legends say the sporic species were created on this planet millions of years ago. We're going to find the generator that brought them to life. Then we sell it for billions and all get beach houses? No, you twit. I use it to build my own unstoppable army.
He's going to make more sport speaks.
Not if I destroy him first.
Ion, why the heck?
Meat man!
Oh, look, an uninvited pest.
I need to pause for a second. We see Scrozzle. We see Lord Zed. We see Boom Blaster, the new upgraded version of Boom Tower. Okay. The reason why I'm very excited to see Boom Tower or Boom Blaster return for the second half is because me and my friend Internet, aka Seth, had this theory a while back ago that he could be returning for the season, and he's back with Scrozzle and Lord Zed. But this time, this was a sneak peek of episode 14 of the Rangers, and some previous monsters that they defeated were on Ravcon. I'm excited for this episode to drop on Netflix on September 29th. Oh, there's so much to go over.
Man, I cannot wait to see what happens next. One of the biggest things that I've been a fan of for Dino Fury this season, for the entirety of Dino Fury, is how they keep calling back to old legacy villains. We have the return of Lord Zed. We have the reappearance of Scrozzle. What's gonna happen next? I kind of know. You should be really excited. So tune in later this year to see how the second season of Dino Fury concludes.
I'm going to tell you, it's great. So we're really excited to show that off today. And that's actually it for our Power Week segment for today. So thank you everyone for tuning in and staying with us. Love you so much, Ranger Nation, and happy Power Week. You know, I hope everyone has an awesome time this weekend. We're really excited for Power Rangers Day this Sunday. So yeah, I think it's time to sing a song. Go, go, Power Week. So, tomorrow I'm really excited to show off the Power.
Wow, there is so much to go over after seeing a bunch of reveals and news for pretty much a little bit of Down Fury and a bunch of Lightning Collection and Twilight news. So, to start things off, like I said, I just don't know where to start. Okay, to start off with Lightning Collection, even though that we already got our first looks at Wave 12, we finally got our first look at 2 out of the 4 figures for Wave 13, which is Beast Wars Yellow and Downstretch Blue. I love the art. I love the paint job they did for Coda and Zoe Reeves. It's really awesome. The figure, I'm really looking forward to getting those figures in the Lightning Collection. I assume they're going to be coming out later, maybe later this year or maybe next year, because most of these Lightning Collection figures will be coming out next year. for sure, because, well, the ones that are coming out next year will be Wave 12 in January or March or April. Sometime between January or April will be getting Wave 12 in local retailers, but I really hope we see Wave 13 in local retailers sometime in the summer or spring or fall of 2023, or maybe of this year. One thing that really blew my mind away was seeing Boom Tower back in episode 14 that they showed the teaser. We also saw Scrozzle, we also saw Snag Guy. So yeah, we pretty much saw Lord Zed, Snag Guy, Boom Blaster, which is the new upgraded version of Boom Tower. And Lord Zed, Scrozzle, Snag Guy, Boom Blaster, and some other Sporks beast of some sort of monster that we've never seen before, but that must be a new Sporks that the Rangers will be finding soon. But one thing that I also liked about the trailer or sneak peek of episode 14 was how the Rangers were on RavCon, which really blew my mind away. But yeah, like I said, I loved all the reveals, including the new Street Fighters collaboration of the Lightning Collection, such as the Crimson Hawk, aka the Ryu Ranger, and the Chun-Li Blazing Phoenix Ranger. Pre-orders will be up today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Hasbro Pulse Premium members. Like I said, the figures that I'm way more excited to buy in the future will be the Street Fighter Rangers and Downswitch Blue and Yellow, because I've been hoping for this to happen. So pretty much yesterday was day 3 of Power Week. And I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday we got our first look when they revealed the Street Fighter Rangers on Instagram. But who knows what they're going to reveal and talk about tomorrow. And day 5, probably the face-off pack for the Terror Freeze Blue and Lord Zed 2-pack, which I'm really excited to see, because fans and other Power Ranger collectors and YouTubers out there are now starting to find them at their local Walmart. So I'm definitely planning on going to Walmart sometime this week or next week to get the new face-off pack. So if you guys want to see me do a review of that, please let me know in the comments down below. But out of all the Lightning Collection figures, well, out of all the things that was revealed, that I'm way more excited for is obviously Wave 13. And not only that, but this Sunday or Monday, we will finally be getting some new season 30 or 30th anniversary news, including some Dino Fury reveals and some more news for Dino Fury, because the only thing that we got today that's Dino Fury related was our first look at episode 14. And yeah, it was amazing. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the second half on Netflix on September 29th. And like I said, a very special shout out of the day goes to Hasbro for finally revealing Downswitch Blue, Beast Morphers Yellow, the Yellow Power Morpher, and for teasing episode 14's teaser trailer for Netflix. But like I said, shout out goes to them for today. They're doing an amazing and an outstanding job with the toy line for Dino Fury and the Lightning Collection, and for other merch stuff they did. So thank Hasbro for revealing this stuff. This actually makes me happy, because what's funny is that Downcharge Blue and Beast Morphers Yellow were actually leaked a couple months ago, back in 2021. Because if you guys remembered here on my channel, I reacted to Ranger Liz's video where she was talking about the leaks of waves 11, 12, and 13. So we already have 2 out of the 3 figures confirmed for wave 13. But I assume we'll be seeing Dino Fury Green and the Wild Force Monster villain in tomorrow's Power Week Day 5 video. But this is going to wrap up today's Fan Thursday live stream here on my channel. So, as always, please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell with all notifications on to never miss out on another video in the multiverse of Power Rangers every single week. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at RangerRiderReviews_YT. The link for my Instagram will be in the description down below. And also, let's try to get this video to maybe 800 likes if you guys want to see me do another Power Rangers reaction video of the new episodes or whatever. Because like I said, according to a bunch of people out there, there's still international spoilers for like the new episodes of the plots, like what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. But yeah, but like I said, stay tuned for this week, you guys, because I've got some new Fan Morph videos planned for this week that I will be posting here on my channel. But yeah, I will see you later, Ranger Nation. And until next time, also, please don't forget to comment down below hashtag Power Week and hashtag Power Morphicon if you guys want a shout out in next week's video. And like I said, until next time, Ranger Nation, this is Thomas, aka RangerRiderReviews, signing off. And also until next time, Ranger Nation, link to Morphing.